a production of ETV Sports.
From the Colonial Center in Columbia, it's the 4A boys high school basketball state championship game between the Gaffney Indians and the Marlboro County Bulldogs. Good evening, everybody. Emerson Phillips with my broadcast partner, Stacy Huff. Dwayne Everett will be joining us courtside tonight. Dwayne, good evening.
And now to honor America. Please stand, remove your hats. Place your hand over your heart.
Emerson, this place is packed with fans from the upper state and from the PD here to either deny history or to see history made. They'll be joining us tonight, guys.
All right, Dwayne, thanks very much. Stacy Huff with me, Emerson Phillips. Glad to have you with us tonight on the South Carolina channel. Gaffney and Marlboro County tonight, and Stacy, the Gaffney Indians tonight will try to do something that's never been done in the history of South Carolina high school basketball.
It's history in the making, part 3, Emerson. Gaffney goes for the unprecedented 3 straight titles by a 4A team. It's never been done in the history of the state of South Carolina, 4A basketball, Emerson. And they're going to be led tonight, of course, by Donald Sims, averaging 21 points a game. And, of course, Philip Buxton, the man in the middle, 13 points, 8 rebounds a ball game. Coach Mark Huff trying to make history tonight.
Buxton and Sims, the 2 seniors for Gaffney tonight. And Stacy from Marlboro County, they're going to try to make a little bit of history of their own tonight. No strangers to the state title game, having played here in 2000 and 2001. And they've got the 4A Player of the Year in South Carolina.
That young man's name is Kassan Breeden, averaging 20 points a game on his way to Florida State. And Marlboro County is going to need help from the backcourt. Coach Ken Spencer looking for the backcourt to help Kassan Breeden, the state player of the year in 4A, to make history of their own in Marlboro County tonight.
All right, Gaffney comes in 26-1. They're 2-time defending state champions. Marlboro County enters with a record of 24-4. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. For the Gaffney High School Indians, it'll be Julius Wilkerson, Nick Milton, Cameron Tate, Chris Tate, and Donald Sims. And for the Bulldogs, from Marlboro County High School, Anthony David, the 4A Player of the Year, Kassan Breeden, Jacoby Poe, Raquel Bostic, and the 5'9" guard, Ramon Lloyd. Up next, the 4A Boys High School Basketball Championship between Gaffney and Marlboro County, live from ETV Sports. I love it. We are back at the Colonial Center in Columbia, getting set for the start of the 4A Boys Championship between Gaffney and Marlboro County. Welcome back. Emerson Phillips with Stacy Huff and Dwayne Everett. And Stacy Huff, we've been playing 4A boys basketball since 1969. 4 times teams have tried to win 3 state championships. Nobody's ever done it. Gaffney's got a chance to make history tonight.
And there's a reason it hasn't been done, Emerson. It's hard to do. But Gaffney's a team that's supposed to be a football school, Emerson. And you can hear the noise behind us, folks. It's very loud in here. Gaffney has a chance to make history. A 4A team, a football school going for 3 in a row. They knocked off Dutchford, Laurel Richard, and tonight they want Marlboro County to be victim number 3.
Dwayne Everett, a lot of good schools have come down this road trying to win 3 in a row. Nobody's done it.
And even the greats, Eau Claire with George Grimp, Jim Childress that had Stanley Roberts. Great teams in the past, like you said, but tonight history could be made.
We are underway, and the Gaffney Indians off and running, layup good by Donald Sims, their leading scorer.
And Emerson, they're going to be pressing off the bus. An early timeout for Marlboro County. Gaffney comes off the bus pressing and already has effect.
Donald Sims got the layup to begin the ball game. The 6'1 senior, as we look at the Marlboro County huddle, they do not want to be pressured tonight, and they will do everything in their ability to take care of the basketball because Gaffney will press all night long.
Dwayne, you know, okay, watch the graphics right here. Look, West Side, a 50-point win for Gaffney. Malden is the closest game they had, 2 points, Emerson, but they've been blitzing people. This team is taking no prisoners. Dwayne, you know this team, once they smell blood, that pressure intensifies.
It's just like a Viper here.
Marlboro County in white. The 2-time defending state champion Gaffney Indians in black and gold. The lower bowl is filled up here at the Colonial Center in Columbia. That's Jacoby Poe, the three-pointer, no good. And it's Nick Melton with the rebound. Now here comes Quez Tate.
As expected, both teams in man-to-man early, Emerson.
Here's the matchup. Buxton on Breeden. Breeden goes for the swipe.
Got to be 3 seconds. Somebody's been in there a while.
3 seconds is the call. It was Julius Wilkerson, I believe, they got for the 3-second call there. Marlboro County starts 5 seniors. Lloyd, Breeden, Bostic, Poe, and David. And Gaffney starts the 2 seniors, Buxton and Sims, along with 3 juniors, Tate, Melton, and Wilkerson.
Breeden's going to be the go-to guy here early in the offense for Marlboro County. He's the man who starts it off for him.
Breeden wears number 15. There he is. Top key 3. Lipped out. And it's Donald Sims with the rebound. He'll push it up for Gaffney.
Sims averaging 20 points a game, 21 points a game this year. He's a deadly man from the three-point line, Emerson.
Man-to-man defense here from Marlboro County. Just underway at the Colonial Center. Sims too strong, followed by Wilkerson, no. And Wilkerson knocked it out of bounds.
Early on, the early rebounding advantage goes to Gaffney, Dwayne. The 2 guards have already got a rebound apiece. The backcourt has been a weak spot for Marlboro County. They got to intensify their play right now.
Right now, they're putting a lot of pressure, Stacy, in forcing everything down below that foul line.
Stacy, we talked to Gaffney head coach Mark Huff on his way into the Colonial Center tonight. He said he'd like to see the more points, the better.
And that's right. They average about 80 points a ball game. And that's why, look at Buxton, the big man, 2 rejections, averaging 4 per game.
That was Buxton rejecting Breeden. And it's Tate with a rebound for Gaffney. Foul on the play. Poe called for the reach-in.
And they're calling for the crowd. They came deep. Gaffney came deep. They said this is their house. Philip Buxton and Donald Sims, Emerson, in the press conference this week, said they want to make a point of proving they can do this without the guys graduating. Look at Nick Melton go up. He beat everybody down court. That's just hustle. But they want to prove to everyone they can win without the loss of A.Z. Reed and Sidney Rice from last year's team.
Poe went for the steal on Melton. Got Melton across the arm. Melton misses the first foul shot. A 6'1 junior, 13 points a ball game this year for Nick Melton. He's an outstanding student.
Also the starting quarterback for this Gaffney football team. And there's a 3rd-year starter as a junior on this basketball team as well.
Melton makes 1 of 2, and it's Gaffney with the first 3 points of this 4A boys state championship tilt. Marlboro County's won 18 consecutive ball games. Here's Poe for 3.
Big rebound by Buxton. He's making his presence felt early. Bad pass.
Dangerous with the basketball stolen away by Ramon Lloyd. That's Poe called for steps.
Give Buxton that turnover. He looked up and saw Philip Buxton in the paint, Emerson, and that makes you shuffle your feet. A little nervous feet there because Buxton has 2 swats already.
Already against the player of the year. So he is already decided to make an impact.
Yeah, he's a senior. He wanted to make a point that they can come back and win the 3rd time without so much star power. There he is with the ball. He averages 4 blocks a game, by the way.
He's already got 2 tonight.
He's well on his way.
Terrific defense by Philip Buxton. Now here's Buxton stepping in. Buxton for Gaffney.
Beautiful 8-foot jumper, Dwayne. That's what you see a big lefty, big man get up in the paint.
If you look, Stacy, look at the shot chart, you already see everything's down in the paint right now for Gaffney.
That's how you win a championship.
Gaffney off and running with the first 5 points of this contest. Poe bounces it to Bostic. Bostic, tough turnaround from 14.
Raquel Bostic, he's a senior, Emerson. That's a big shot. You need your seniors to step up if you're Marlboro County right now. The pressure's on.
Bostic has Marlboro County on the board. 5-2, Gaffney on top. This is Melton. Off the front rim, and the ball goes right to Ramon Lloyd. Lloyd's a 5'9" senior. Here's the 4A player of the year, Breeden. Off balance shot, not even close.
Breeden's gonna have trouble all night getting that shot off against Buxton. I can tell you that now.
Melton driving baseline, no good. Here's Buxton. Buxton with a follow in the left hand.
Philip Buxton is the story of the ball game so far on both ends of the floor, Emerson.
Philip Buxton, the 6'7" senior.
Not only is he long, he gets off the floor very quickly. I think he's surprising Breeden with how fast he gets off the floor and those shot block attempts.
Hey, Buxton and Sims and all the Gaffney seniors trying to close their high school careers with their 3rd consecutive state championship.
History in the making, part 3.
All 3 of them played right here at the Colonial Center in Columbia. Here's Breeden. Put the 3-pointer up short. Now it's Wes Tate. Bounced it too long.
The way to feed a big man on a fast break, Dwayne, you know this is about a value of the bounce pass, but he anticipated Buxton cutting to the hoop, and Buxton kind of drifted out that time.
Yeah, they were out of sync right there because I think he was looking for the toss up.
Yeah, he might have wanted
rather than the fundamental pass down.
He was ooping and there was no alley.
4.5 minutes gone by. Still no substitutions in tonight's ball game. The starters have been on the floor throughout so far. Here's Poe, pull up, 15-footer, no. And it's Tate, the guard, with another rebound.
Marlboro County's gonna put somebody's eye out with their shooting if they're not careful.
Tate's a 5'8" junior. Now Donald Sims, 21 points a ball game for Gaffney. There's Melton curling. Melton fouled. Oh, what a play.
And one. That's an and one mixed tape shot by Nick Melton, unintentional, but the quarterback makes a big completion right there. Take a look at it right here, fellas.
On the replay, what you'll see right here, guys, is he just does not quit. He keeps his chin up, he looks, throws up a prayer.
When you hear the whistle, young kids at home, when you hear the whistle, throw the ball toward the basket. Good things can happen when you wish upon a star.
Melton can't finish the 3-point play. Jacoby Poe, the Raven, with the rebound.
The Raven, Jacoby Poe, that's our buddy. We've seen this kid play about 5 games over the years. Never more quote the Raven, Jacoby Poe.
That's right, Marlboro County has played 2 years running at the Chick-fil-A Classic here in Columbia as Breeden airballs the 3.
Breeden is coming up with a no-show early in this ball game. A lot of pressure on the man, going to Florida State Player of the Year in 4A, guys. A lot of pressure on him. When you come into a ball game like this, you got to get those nerves together. The team that does that first usually wins the ball game.
Well, decisions too, guys. He's taken 6 shots, 4 of them off balance, 3 of them threes, and 2 air balls.
I think Buxton has evicted him from the paint, though.
Sims gets a screen from Buxton. Now number 34, Daniel Mitchell, a 5'11" junior, into the ball game for Gaffney. And that was Buxton moving to pivot foot before he got the ball on the floor.
A little farther away from the basket, and he's comfortable, Emerson. A little further out. He'd like to be a little bit closer to the 10 with the ball. Marlboro
County head coach Ken Spencer in his 7th year with the Marlboro County Bulldogs. He's got 156 wins in those 7 years. Drive and a shot, no good. That was Ramon Lloyd. Here's Sims.
He's a good shooter.
And that one lipped out, no good. Breeden with the rebound.
Donald Sims is a real good shooter. He'll start making those eventually. Marlboro County needs a basket here bad.
Long 2, air ball by Poe and out of bounds. Gaffney will get it back.
The shooting is absolutely horrible right now by Marlboro County. They got to find a way, folks, to get the ball inside and get some shots off with the jumpers. That ain't happening right now.
6 3-pointers have been taken. Now we've got 3 of them have been air balls. Decisions got to be made to get that ball down in the paint, just like Gaffney.
Teams fall in love with the 3 and get shoot themselves out of the playoffs. It happened to Kenyon High School here out of Columbia and Laurel Richland early in the playoffs. Good teams can lose if they fall in love with that 3, and it's not falling.
Donald Sims outside to Mitchell for three, no good, back iron. And a rebound hauled in by Anthony David from Marlboro County. Bulldogs trying to get settled in here. Here's Breeden on a drive, and he was fouled.
Good idea. Going to the paint. When your shooting's not going, he's a smart enough player, folks. He knows how to put the ball in the rim and go get the call. Take another look at it. The left-hand power dribble. He's fundamentally sound. Good jump stop. That's a Division 1A player right there, folks. He's struggling right now, but that's all fundamentally sound.
And Dwayne, when you're struggling from the floor early on, a good idea to take it to the hole.
Take it to the hole, get fouled, settle yourself down, find your shot rhythm right here at the free strike. That's one of the best ways for a shooter and scorer to get himself settled in a game like this.
He just made the first one, so now you may see him wake up right now. Breeden is the real product now, no doubt about it. But those threes have been absolutely treacherous so far early in the ball game. He's got to put it on the floor.
I think you said it earlier, Stacy. Buxton has actually ejected him out of the paint.
Yeah, he doesn't want any part of that paint right now.
1 of 2 for Kassan Breeden. Oh, nice drive there. Number 23 to run. Make that Blake Foster first man in off the bench, usually for Gaffney.
That's right. He's a sixth man, valuable player for this team.
Charging call on Marlboro County's Anthony David.
Charge was drawn by Julius Wilkerson. He's a 6'3" junior, Emerson. Good defense, sliding over. Take a look at it. Against a taller player, he couldn't go for this block shot, but he got down, planted himself, and a predictable move, nets, player control foul, turnover.
Wilkerson was there all the way and drew the charge on Anthony David. 11-3, Gaffney on top. Gaffney trying to win its third consecutive state title, and that's Wilkerson.
Wilkerson is 6'3" junior. He on both ends of the floor and contributing now. They're getting in the paint. All their points are coming to the paint for Gaffney.
9 points, almost 7 boards a game this year for Julius Wilkerson. And he's got Gaffney with a 10-point lead early on at the Colonial Center. Anthony David.
Good shot by Anthony David. He's a valuable player for them also with a height. That's smart right there. He took the open shot. Heat check.
Well, right now, they needed somebody to step up. He's made a shot. Team just has to settle down. This game's not over.
Late first quarter, Sims come up short on the 25-foot three-pointer. Desperation heave. No good just before the buzzer for Marlboro County. That was Chris Douglas, the 5'9" junior, into the ball game, taking that last shot for Marlboro County. And at the end of the first quarter, it's Gaffney 13, Marlboro County 5 in the 4A Boys State Championship game. And you're watching it live from ETV Sports and the South Carolina Channel. Set for the start of the second quarter, the 4A Boys State Championship tilt, Gaffney and Marlboro County. And it was all Gaffney in the first quarter, 13-5, they lead it. We take a look at the road to the championship round here from Marlboro County. Big win over Somerville in the first round. Another blowout in the second round over Wando. And then in the third round, they beat Richland Northeast, which actually beat Marlboro County in the Chick-fil-A Classic over the Christmas break.
They did, frustrated them. Another turnover. Marlboro County is not in sync yet, but I'll tell you one good sign for them. They had a mismatch at the end of the first quarter. Breeden was being guarded by number 22, Malcolm Long. When they get a mismatch, they got to take it to Breeden in the paint when he can get Buxton off of him.
Dwayne, 13-5, very low scoring first quarter. Maybe some early jitters here in the state championship game. Oh! And that's Kassan Breeden.
He blocked that with both hands. That was a spanking. He spanked the basketball right there.
Gaffney's averaging 80 points a night, only 13 in the first quarter, yet they've got an 8-point lead.
Well, a lot of it had to do with just bad shot selection a couple times while they had a run going. And, of course, the other end, Stacy said it earlier, just a bunch of bricks.
Antoine Wilson, number 3 into the ball game for Marlboro County. And this is Anthony David. That one danced off to the left, no good. Blake Foster into the front court for Gaffney. Now Buxton, guarded by David. He'll back it into the corner. No shot clock here in high school round ball. Wilkerson couldn't get it to go home. And the officials will talk it over here to make sure they get the right call. They'll say stay here.
Yeah, that ball was definitely knocked out by Chris Douglas of Marlboro County, but the guards of both teams are going to the board. I like that.
Tate puts it in quickly, a little up and under, and the shot wouldn't go down for Foster. Boy, that was a good look, wouldn't drop.
They're getting in the paint. I'm telling you, all of Gaffney's points are coming inside.
Three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. Melton high off the floor for the board. Nearly stolen away from behind by Chris Douglas. Now Gaffney in the front court.
Blake Foster's not shy at all.
Melton comes up with a loose ball to the rack. Nick Melton.
Nick Melton, a 3-year starter. This Colonial Center is no foreign place for him.
And Wilkerson tabbed for the reach-in foul there, trying to steal it away from Kassan Breeden. That'll be the second team foul on Gaffney. 3-team fouls so far on Marlboro County.
Big trip down the floor right now for Marlboro County.
Now a steal by Wilkerson. Tate up top for Melton. Tate tried to feed it inside, deflected by David. And it goes right to Douglas. Now it's Wilson, front court, jump stop with the banker.
Gaffney fans wanted to travel, but that was a good jump stop. Got his body under control.
Gaffney. There's a foul 30 feet from the goal by number 25, Travis Collick, 6'4" senior. And now both teams will get some subs into the ball game here, Dwayne.
Yeah, the officials are starting to settle this group down. A good officiating crew from around the state. Steve Durr out of North Augusta, Gene Simmons from Clinton, and then of course Reginald Rhodes from Orangeburg. This is a really good crew. They should allow this team to play all night.
Gene Simmons, quite a rock and roll singer with Kiss as well.
Buxton's fall away no good. It was caught out of the air inside, and then Gaffney was fouled. Wilkerson caught that air ball out of the air.
Here we go, right here. Look at Buxton falling away. Not his kind of shot. Wilkerson, the guards, I'm telling you, the smalls for Gaffney folks are controlling the backboard. They held about 4 or 5 rebounds early in the game. That's just want to.
Buxton grazed the iron. Wilkerson went back up with it. He's got 2 shots.
Bring a little beef in the ball game now. Rendrick Taylor, Clemson football signing back in the ball game for Marlboro County. Somebody there, number 21 on your screen, sporting the long plaques right now.
And 1 for 2 at the line for Julius Wilkerson. Gaffney continues to press, and there's a nickel and dimer in the backcourt. Little hand check there on number 10, Quest Tate.
Nickel and dimer, you might get some change back off that one. Take another look at it. Take another look at it right here. Little backcourt pressure right here. A little hand on the hip. You want to control that in high school. They call it more than any other level, but I might have let that one go.
Beautiful pass by Breeden. Oh, and it's Breeden with the follow.
Breeden with a little jambalaya. He serves up a little cup of jambalaya.
Stacy, he made that pass on the dead run, Dwayne, and he never broke stride. He crashed the boards, followed that play all the way.
That's a play that can wake up the team. It definitely will wake up a player like him. He's a
thoroughbred athlete, no doubt about it.
Tough shot, Nick Melton. Boy, that was tough.
That was a tough shot. Melton not known as a shooter, but he's hit a couple of shots early in this ballgame from the perimeter.
Gaffney out to a 9-point lead. Good work there by Jacoby Poe to keep Sims from tying it up. And now Tate having a little bit of trouble. Actually, that's Ramon Lloyd. And now it's Poe for Marlboro County. Here's Lloyd. Lloyd hit and fouled by Buxton.
Buxton still trying to control the paint, folks. He made a mistake that time. He jumped a little early. You know, a good shot blocker waits for the offensive player to leave the floor first. Take a little look at it, Dwayne.
And here you see other advantage, disadvantage. Advantage Buxton, he gave it up by leaving the floor. All he had to do was just wait on him to elevate and then he just gets off the floor 6 inches. He has a block.
Exactly right. But I like the little man taking it in there, folks. When you're struggling from outside, you got to draw fouls. You got to get to the line, try to get the ball in the paint some kind of way, Emerson.
Gaffney Indians having it their way so far tonight. 4:39 left in the first half. 1 for 2 at the foul line for Ramon Lloyd. Now it's number 20, Philip Hambright, into the ball game for the Gaffney Indians. Melton guarded by Ramon Lloyd. Here's Sims. Wilkerson offensive glass. He'll spin and go up. And it is the future Clemson Tiger, Rendrick Taylor, with the rebound. And it was Buxton contesting, but Buxton knocked it out.
Coach Ken Smith's all over the referees over there. I don't know why, because he got the call, but he's riding the refs pretty hard over there, working them, working the officials.
Now Bostic into the front court for the Bulldogs. Marlboro County won the state title in 2001. Of course, that was at the Coliseum across the street from us, as Breeden hits the side of the backboard.
Emerson, you mentioned that game. Tamir Zimmerman, who was on a player on that team, has contacted the team this week to wish them well. Wide receiver at Newberry College, as has Savell Newton and other players. Rashawn Dickey.
Coach Spence actually said Rashawn Dickey tried to come home, but Coach Paul Hewitt said tomorrow's game against Clemson is just too important. Here you go.
Take a look at that last play. Sims gets in the paint, right across the arm by Kassan Breeden. Folks, Donald Sims is a great three-point shooter. He hasn't hit one yet tonight, but as a sophomore and a junior, Emerson, he turned the game, I think, both years from outside of the three-point line off the bench.
Sims has played extremely well in this building in Gaffney's 2 previous state championship wins. That ball was deflected into the backcourt and then thrown away.
That was number 20 there for Gaffney. He thought the ball was going to be a turnover. He was slow getting to it. Philip Hambright, he's a senior, 6'1". You don't want mistakes like that from a senior.
Sluggish tempo early on.
And this tempo favors Marlboro County. It allows them to chisel their way back into this ball game.
Exactly right.
Here's Jacoby Poe, the kick out to Bostic. Bostic's banker, no good, but it's tipped up and in. I believe it was Bostic.
It was Bostic. Good stick-to-itiveness by Marlboro County. As Dwayne said, the pace favors them, but
and a Gaffney turnover. Marlboro County's cut it to 6. They'll get the ball back.
Folks, the key to a team that likes to press is you have to score. Gaffney is not scoring, therefore they can't set up that pressure like they want to. They set it up here on the out-of-bounds play, but you got to score.
Breeden, nice look to Poe with a head fake. And a foul.
What Buxton's not understanding is all he has to do is stand there. He's intimidating them by the early blocks. He's leaving his feet and reaching, put his arms down. Take a look at it right here. Great vision by Kassan Breeden. He's like a big point guard. Watch Buxton. He never had to jump right there. He could have stood flat-footed and Poe couldn't have got the shot off.
Exactly, and what really got him the foul was just what you said earlier, dropping that hand down, Stacey, brings some momentum forward into the shoot.
They're going to call it every time, especially in high school.
There's Blake Foster back in for Gaffney. And at the line for Marlboro County, number 22, Jacoby Poe. He made them both. Poe is Marlboro County's second leading scorer, almost 15 points a night.
The Raven.
Good opportunity for Gaffney, but they can't finish.
Here comes the Marlboro County crowd. You can hear them in the background. They're in the building.
Tremendous risk here, gentlemen, leaving Buxton in.
Jacoby Poe.
Might be a time for a timeout for Coach Mark Huff. He's not going to call it. Got him to get a little pressure.
And it's an 8-0 Marlboro County run. Jump ball's called. Gaffney will keep it on the alternate possession.
They will, but I'll tell you what, this Marlboro County folks are out of their minds right now. They've been waiting on this team to make a run, and they finally start getting some shots to fall. There's a look at them right now. Look at them. They're representing right now. Very vocal.
As the Bulldog Nation. Blake Foster.
Blake Foster says, sit down for a minute. Let me talk.
Big 3 there for Foster to open it up to a 4-point Gaffney lead. Marlboro County cut it to 1 until the 3 by Foster. Oh! And it's Jacoby Poe!
The Raven is in the building. Poe!
Back-to-back threes for Jacoby Poe. Tate answers on the other end. And they're saying no basket.
Quest Tate, the ball was in the basket. I don't know who touched it for Gaffney, but they're going to disallow that basket. It was in the hoop.
Well, there's a basket interference.
Take a look. There's a basket interference. They're going to disallow the basket. Someone from Gaffney must have touched his ball. Wilkerson grabs onto the rim. That's a brain spasm. And one. Wilkerson on the foul also.
Ramon Lloyd with a bucket and a foul.
Great play by Lloyd, but Wilkerson had the goaltending, and that was him on the foul. Might be time for him to take a break. And one opportunity right now for Lloyd.
And that bucket by Ramon Lloyd gives Marlboro County its first lead. Here's another look.
Wasn't much of a foul there. Got a little body down low by Wilkerson. Lloyd with the left-hand floater. Big time comeback by Marlboro County.
Gaffney led by as many as 10 points on 2 occasions. Now it's Marlboro County by 2. Hey, Dwayne Gaffney getting a little bit sloppy right here. They just got to take a little bit better care of the basketball. They've had numerous turnovers in the first half. That's not how they play ball.
Yeah, they're rattled right now.
No doubt about it.
Question that they're rattled by this comeback.
Oh, tried to throw the alley-oop to Breeden, but it wasn't there. Now Sims on the other end.
Going for the jambalaya. Big rebound by Richard Taylor.
Poe jacking the quick 3 off to the back iron.
That was a heat check.
And a foul on Marlboro County going after the offensive glass.
Hey, Jacoby Poe was checking to see if they were going to rename this Poe Arena. That was a heat check, Dwayne. Off the dribble. No chance. Look over the back. Look at the good position there by Donald Sims. And Raquel Bossa goes over the back.
Great job by guard to recognize that he has to box out on the glass on the defensive side. Most guards give that up at the high school level.
Yeah, noticed it earlier. The guards do a very good job rebounding for Gaffney.
Right.
And watch, so let's see if these free throws get Sims off from outside. A good shooter gets off from the free throw line.
It's a good point. I'd mark this point right here to see if any chance that Sims gets his shot back after these free throws.
Usually it happens just like that.
Sims is Gaffney's leading scorer, 21 points a ball game, but he's yet to get on track tonight. We'll see if the 2 made free throws will get him going. Pressure and a steal by Gaffney. Foster misses the 3, but it's Wilkerson, and now Breeden's got it for Marlboro County. He'll turn it and run. Beautiful move by Breeden.
Big time. That's Division 1A talent right there.
And a steal by Poe. Oh, off to the back iron.
Game getting very physical.
And over the front row, going after that loose ball, was Quest Tate for Gaffney, and he was bumped on the play. Marlboro County called for the foul.
Quest Tate, the ball slipped out of his hands. He looks a little rattled right now. He's a junior, but I don't believe he got much playing time last year at all, so this is a new experience for him, folks. This Colonial Center intimidates folks.
Fellas, nothing like the electricity on a Friday night basketball championship weekend at the Colonial Center. We can feel the buzz all around us.
It is great. I love being here.
Look up into the stands. There's not a seat in the lower half, and almost the entire upper tier is full of fans to see these 2 great teams.
Tate misses the front end of the 1-and-1 for Gaffney. And it was Poe with the rebound. Now Ramon Lloyd with the left hand.
You got to stop the basketball. The name of the game is basketball. You got to stop it if you're playing defense. But poor job by Gaffney right there.
Largest lead for Marlboro County, and a charging foul is called.
Momentum definitely on the side of Marlboro County. Take a look right here. Hassan Breeden, he can do it on defense as well. When things are going your way, that's the kind of play you get right there.
Great job by what could have been a shot blocker right there.
Breeden spun and lost the basketball. Here's Blake Foster trying to get it to Sims, and it's out of bounds.
That's twice on fast breaks. They're throwing it away with a bounce pass. Good idea, poor execution.
Just 8 seconds left in the first half. Marlboro County linked to the floor to go. Breeden lost it. Here's Foster with 6. Sims for 3. That will knock out. No basket. No basket. The shot came after the buzzer by Quez Tate. And Marlboro County has closed the first half. Coach Huff, how was the words? 18-6 run for Marlboro County to close the first half. And they've got a 4-point lead at halftime. It's the 4A boys state championship game live from the Colonial Center.
So the distance learning program makes that a possibility for students even in remote areas of the state.
Basically, the DELC is a television station, but we're not limited to just one channel. We can broadcast at minimum 4 channels simultaneously. Every high school, middle school, and many of the elementary schools throughout the state are wired to receive DELC programming. The DELC has an incredible video library with the capacity to tape additional resources and play them back on demand. Our digital satellite receivers provide you access to PBS, Annenberg's Learning Channel, South Carolina ETV, and many other educational networks. With careful planning and the DELC's quality inventory of programs, television can be a powerful motivator to the learning process. Over 1,500 hours of programming provided by the State Department of Education are available to supplement teaching in the classroom, as well as a variety of accredited courses for high school and college credit, tech prep and professional development, and recertification courses for teachers and staff. Of course, the true power of any television station is the creation of local programming. Every DELC is equipped with its own interactive television studio, including video and audio switchers, computer connections, and microphones. Lights, camera, action, and you're on your way to solving your communication challenges. During these live studio originations, participants are not just idle viewers. They can interact via the internet or telephone. Your DELC facility has numerous educational possibilities. Some DELCs take the opportunity to connect to local cable channels, offering the community a window into their school. The point is, we have the flexibility to support learning in a variety of ways.
Hi, I'm Bruce Mayer, and this is Eye on the Past. The American Revolution in South Carolina, according to many historians of that war, was one of the greatest theaters of war, and it was also where many historians believe the Revolutionary War was won. And it was won through the leadership of some of the partisan leaders like Andrew Pickens and Thomas Sumter and Francis Marion. There were over 137 engagements in South Carolina, battles, skirmishes all around the state, and a lot of action here in South Carolina, and much of the action was between cousins and brothers. You had what we call the Whigs, which were the patriots, the folks fighting for the American cause here, and then you had the Tories, who were also Americans and South Carolinians, who were fighting alongside the British, who believed in the colonies staying part of the British colonies and not separating. One of the battles in 1780 that Francis Marion was involved in was right here at Tiercoat Swamp. He was called up by General Horatio Gates to come over from an area he was working over in the PD and guarding against British supplies being shipped up and down the Waccamaw River. He was instructed to come over here to the Tiercoat Swamp area, where a group of about 200 Tories were assembling, and they were under British Colonel Tynes. Well, Francis Marion, he made haste like he usually does, and he got over here. The old swamp fox swept in on these Tories at about midnight on October 25th, 1780. And the Tories, most of them fled. A good many of them got away. About 30 to 40 of the Tories were killed or captured. And the interesting thing is that a lot of the Tories under Colonel Tynes joined up with Marion and his outfit after he saw how brilliant Marion's tactics were in coming in and sweeping the field that night. The Swamp Fox and his men were also able to capture about 80 horses and 80 guns, and of course this was a big help to their cause. Just another one of those historical sites right here in South Carolina that possibly a whole lot of people may not know much about. Francis Marion was truly one of the great leaders in our effort against the British during the Revolutionary War. Well, that's it for now. I'll see you again next time. Until then, this is Bruce Mayer with an eye on the past.
Game at the Colonial Center in Columbia, and it's Marlboro County rallying for a 27-23 lead here at the break. Welcome back, everybody. Emerson Phillips with Stacy Huff and Dwayne Everett. Fellas, a tale of two quarters in that first half. Gaffney jumped out to an 8-point lead at the end of one, but then Marlboro County outscores Gaffney 22-10 in the second quarter. They got a 4-point lead here at the break.
No doubt about it. Phillip Buxton controlled the paint early. Marlboro County had a hard time getting shots off. Once Buxton got in foul trouble and went out of the game, great coaching move by Marlboro County to go inside and attack the paint. And then, of course, they fell apart. Gaffney did handle the basketball.
You said it earlier, tale of two quarters. The first quarter, everything was on the perimeter, and in the paint for Gaffney, perimeter down here. for Marlboro County. They flipped that script, and the score changed just as dramatically. They took 9 more shots in the paint than they did in the first quarter.
And a key sequence in that first half, back-to-back three-pointers for Marlboro County by their senior guard, Jacoby Poe.
We call him the Raven, Emerson. We've seen him play the last couple of years. This guy's shooting has improved each year. Now he's a senior leader, and Coach Spencer considers him an all-star candidate kind of player, and that's what you need from a senior backcourt player against pressure. He needs to step up and shoot the ball big.
You said it earlier, he went to the free throw line, he knocked down a couple of free throws, he got a little swagger, and he comes back and he knocked down some big threes, a couple great passes, and then 2 good defensive plays.
All right, let's take a look at some of the first half highlights. Marlboro County with a 4-point lead over Gaffney here at halftime. All Gaffney early on tonight. They jumped out to the 13-5 lead at the end of the first quarter. And here's Nick Melton, the senior guard.
That's the pressure defense causing offense. That's how Gaffney wants to play.
Melton's a junior. Tough follow away right there.
He's a 3-year starter.
And this is Blake Foster. And then in the second quarter, we saw Marlboro County come back big.
And here we go with the penetration move inside. That started a run right here on this three-point
Buxton
play.
was out of the ball game for that play and this one as well. No Buxton, a lot of points up close for Marlboro County. Great coaching job to attack the paint with the big guy out of the ball game. He's got to be big and come back and start a foul trouble in the second half.
A couple of drives there by the guard Ramon Lloyd, the 5'9 senior for Marlboro County, and the Bulldogs have this 4-point lead here at halftime, 27-23. Always a great night to be in Columbia. Friday night for the Weekend of Champions, the basketball version. The lower bowl is filled up here at the Colonial Center. Folks coming from all over the Palmetto State to take in the 2 best teams in South Carolina in Class 4A.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else right now. If you're a basketball head, this is the place to be right now. Coaches from all over the state are here. Fans who really love basketball are here. And Gaffney is empty right now. Marlboro County, if you're in Marlboro County, you're lonely right now. All the rest of your neighbors are here. And Dwayne, you know how it is. Every year we do this and we love it.
Well, Philip Buxton is down here making some great defensive plays in front of Coach Dave Odom. I tell you what, if that might have inspired him, the second half is going to be a great situation for them to have their chance at their 3-peat.
All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back to the Colonial Center, getting set for the start of the second half of the 4A Boys State Championship game. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Bruce Mayer, and this is Eye on the Past. Once again, we're right off Highway 261, the old historical highway, which used to be an Indian trail leading from the low country into the upstate. And we're at Melrose Plantation, which is now, present day, on Poinsett Park property. Melrose Plantation dated back to the mid-1700s, and it was a plantation of Matthew Singleton, one of his several plantations in the area. Rice and indigo were some of the key crops during that time period. The old mill pond down here at Poinsett was used as a supply of water to flood the rice fields out. And it was a major cash crop, and eventually all that gave way to cotton when cotton became king in the area. Matthew Singleton was quite a pioneer. He came to the area and established this plantation in around 1760, and it was right at the height of the Cherokee Wars when a lot of people wouldn't think of moving into an area like this. But he braved it out. He had the plantation built and established his family here, and eventually the Cherokee Wars ended with a treaty whereby they stayed in the upper part of the state above Greenville and Anderson, those areas. And life went pretty well for Matthew Singleton here and his family. The Richard Singleton plantation is just right across the highway here from Melrose. There was a great deal of skirmishing in this area during the Revolutionary War. General Greene actually was headquartered out here in Poinsett Park for a time. There was one point when the Continentals and the militia were staying in the area, encampments in different areas around, and they had to actually evacuate because of the fact that some of the members of the Singleton family had smallpox. During the Civil War, General Potter and his troops spent a great deal of time down through this area and also on down to Manchester and where the old South Carolina branch of the Wilmington and Manchester Railroad came through. That's where the Confederate supply train was blown up in April of 1865. It's a beautiful place, Poinsett Park is, and it would be a great place to visit and maybe next time you're in the area you can stop by and take a look. Well, that's it for now. I'll see you again next time. Until then, this is Bruce Mayer with an eye on the past.
Back again at the Colonial Center in Columbia, getting set for the start of the second half of the 4A championship between Marlboro County and Gaffney. The Gaffney Indians trying to become the first school in South Carolina history to win 3 consecutive 4A boys state championships. But the Marlboro County Bulldogs, who won it in 2001, have got other ideas, and a big 22-point second quarter for Marlboro County has got them in the lead as we start the second half. 6 more games to come your way tomorrow, and Marlboro County opens with a bucket on the inside.
Kassan Breeden, All-State Player, the Player of the Year, making his presence felt early. He's got to have a big second half.
Just last week, Breeden, number 15 in a white jersey from Marlboro County, named the 4A Player of the Year in South Carolina by the South Carolina Basketball Coaches Association.
He just fouled Buxton about 18 feet from the basket. You don't want to do that. Check this out. Buxton with a 360 move right here. Drop the ball. And Breeden trying to come from the backside, the weak side, and get a steal, Dwayne. Gambling, got a foul. They don't need Breeden to get in foul trouble. That's the one thing that can hurt Marlboro County.
Oh, it would be a disastrous situation if he ends up in foul trouble this early. If he picks up a third and has to go to the bench right now.
Fellas, both Breeden and Buxton were asked about their individual matchup at the press conference on Wednesday morning at the high school league office, and both of them said, hey, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Gaffney versus Marlboro County.
But don't get me wrong for 1 second. Don't think they both didn't think about each other last night when they went to sleep and when they woke up this morning.
You got that right.
They know they won mano a mano.
Those are the enforcers on these 2 ball players.
That's right.
0 for 2 at the line for Buxton, and Breeden gets his headband knocked off going after the ball.
He gets it back on though. He's, you know, a fashion plate at all times.
Style count.
Yeah, exactly. Buxton is horrible from the free throw line. That's 4 he's missed tonight.
Marlboro County with its largest lead, and Breeden will add to it.
Nice baseline move. He got that over Buxton. He solved the riddle of Buxton right now, folks. And Breeden is feeling it.
Marlboro County's got the first 4 points of the second half. Sims over to Milton. Milton had it poked away, and Marlboro County knocked it out.
Folks, I believe this is a big trip down the floor here for Gaffney early in the third quarter because Marlboro County's been on a run, and Gaffney's totally out of sync right now.
Starters back in for both ball clubs. Sims can't get it going, and that's Raquel Bostic with a muscle rebound.
Mismatch. Breeden has Nick Milton on him. Now Buxton gets over.
Man-to-man defense. Tate called for the break across the arm on Ramon Lloyd.
Thought for a second he had that one clean right there.
This game is taken again, one of those slower pace circumstances that is going to play in the hands of the slower backcourt, which for the season has been Marlboro County.
Yeah, you took a look at the cheerleaders working hard over there, trying to keep their fans into it.
Bostic freed himself up on the inside. Good use of the body to get that little leaner to drop.
Exactly. They're no longer afraid of Buxton now. He needs to swat one and let him know he's still in there.
Here's Buxton. No good with the left hand. Anthony David with the rebound for the Bulldogs.
I still get the sense Gaffney has a run in him, folks, but the wrong people are taking the shots. Sims doesn't get that many shots. Nor is Wilkerson, who scored a lot in the first half as well.
A 6-0 Gaffney burst to begin the third quarter. Good shot blocked by Sims and a foul by Anthony David. I should have said a 6-0 Marlboro County burst to begin the third quarter, but David called for the foul there after the steal by Gaffney.
Take another look at this right here. Great defense by Sales. He got the shot, but before that, he turned his man both ways. Did good footwork, Dwayne, to get around in front of his man. You play good defense with your feet.
That's right. You open up, you give him a block, but then you open up, slide down under him. Sims did everything fundamentally correct.
And Dwayne, how often do you hear that you're not always going to have a good offensive night, but you can always play good defense? Sims has struggled offensively tonight, but he's still working hard at the defensive end.
Defense never rests. That's it.
That is Buxton, and it danced off at the last moment. 2 shots coming up for Buxton. He just missed a pair not long ago.
You're right. That's a big miss right there. Take a look. Great position inside. Great entry pass. Good drop step. Got raked on the way up, but that was a big miss because Buxton struggles from the line. That would have been a good confidence builder for that to go in.
But that was Kassan Breeden's third foul, and that does send him now to the bench. No, I believe he's going to stay with him.
Ken Smith, he's rolling the dice right now.
Yeah, he's rolling the dice.
And you saw number 21, Rendrick Taylor, come into the ball game. He's going to play football at Clemson next year, and we need to check out the guns on Rendrick Taylor, man. He's been spending some time in the weight room.
Yeah, he's loaded. He's been eating metal. He's loaded.
Oh, that's Taylor from Breeden.
Oh, Kassan Breeden playing a point forward. He showed all his skills, Dwayne, the handle, the vision, and the look with the pass.
Oh, right now they are making some masterful plays on the other end.
If you're Gaffney, who did you go to right now when the thing looks against you? A senior, Philip Buxton, going for his third straight title. Take a look. The left-hand dribble. Breeden knows he's left-handed. He lets it go anyway. Splits the defenders and finishes with the left hand. Good shot by Buxton.
Buxton said, to heck with this. I'm going to take matters into my own hands. And he rattles out the three-point play. And it's Taylor with another rebound for Marlboro County.
I believe Buxton is 0 for 7 from the free throw line.
Buxton picked a pocket.
How about from a dunk?
And here's Buxton. He got slid into by Rendrick Taylor. You got a future Clemson Tiger and a future Florida State Seminole on the floor for Marlboro County with Breeden and Taylor. And it'll be Buxton getting back to the line again. Here's the foul.
Buxton not comfortable in the open court, but he did a good job controlling the basketball. He's going over that left hand, and Taylor just did a poor job getting over to setting his feet.
Now Breeden will get a breather for Marlboro County. There's Breeden headed to Florida State, and there's Buxton.
He needs to be headed somewhere. He's a talented big man. Runs the floor very well at 6'7".
I'll tell you what. I was looking over here, and I believe there's a very intent look from several of the coaches that are here tonight looking at these players. There's an intense look at this young man, Buxton.
Yeah, Buxton's a good player.
He has some things that can be worked with to make him a good Division I basketball player.
Gaffney picking up the intensity on defense, folks, and that calls a timeout called by Marlboro County, Emerson. But watch the defense. Gaffney's going to try to win this ball game with defense.
So Marlboro County gets the timeout call, unable to get it in on the Gaffney press. Marlboro County led by 4 points at halftime, and they have opened it up to a 7-point lead with 5 minutes left to play in the third.
Emerson, before the ball game, we talked to both coaches. Take a look at these Marlboro County. Kassan Breeden pirouetting in the paint, showing why he's a state player of the year in 4A. There he is again.
Tell you what, his moves are very crisp now. He's not hesitating. He's going with a fluent motion. Right here, you see, of course, this team is attacking the glass. I believe Coach Spencer told his team, go to the glass.
Buxton's got to step up then at this point.
And Marlboro County's ability to handle this pressure will be key over these last 13 minutes.
Look at Buxton, 6'7", outguarding the point guard. Yeah, the pressure's going to pick up by Gaffney. You can see it already.
Poe misses the three, and it's Tate with the rebound for Gaffney. Tate's done a good job on the boards. He has gotten back and helped out on the rebound.
Nice job. Very good job.
Nick Milton.
Milton might not be the guy you want taking that three. But folks, we asked both coaches where they wanted the score to be. Huff of Gaffney said he wanted it to be as high as possible. Marlboro County just wanted to take care of basketball. They can win in any pace game.
Now a steal by Sims, going to go leap for the foul.
Here comes the senior, Donald Sims, after 21 a game. There he is again.
Stolen away by Wilkerson to Sims. Wilkerson put it in.
Gaffney defense, timeout. Marlboro County, Gaffney defense is in the building, and their fouls are going crazy. I can't even hear myself.
Oh, the excitement of high school basketball.
Look at him, they're in the house. Gaffney, the painted chest.
The one thing,
3P, look at him.
the one thing that moves this ball club, you can really see it, it's the defensive transition. Look at this. Look at the replay right here. They're coming down the floor. Sims goes straight with the crossover, and here's the pressure right here.
Once you make a basket, you get a chance to pick up the pressure defense. And I tell you, Gaffney has to score so they can set up that pressure D, and they're going to turn up another notch right here. Marlboro County's backcourt's got to bring it, Dwayne, the rest of this ball game.
Wilkerson in the first quarter was one of the people who made it happen with offensive rebound stickbacks. Here was an offensive rebound after a steal, pressure at the half court. You know, that's what's going to make this Gaffney team take back the momentum in this game, because if this game is a half court game here out, it favors Marlboro County.
There's Markoff in his 8th year at the helm of the Gaffney program, trying to make history tonight, trying to become the first ever to win 3 straight in 4A boys. Here's Donald Sims.
He's not feeling it tonight. That should have gone. The pressure defense is here. They got 3 guards in the lineup for Marlboro County right now to handle the pressure.
Both teams struggling from 3. Nice pass inside Breeden, but Lloyd couldn't follow. Oh!
2 missed layups. Mark that down. That's going to be big.
Douglas couldn't get it to drop, and we got a foul coming up on Anthony David of Marlboro County.
At 3:33 to go, folks. 2 missed layups by Marlboro County. There's going to be a momentum shift. Kassan Breeden gave the ball up. Now when he's trying to do too much because he can't trust his teammates. Missed layup there. Yet another missed layup. Breeden had a great look there. Willie trying to take it on his own shoulders right now, Dwayne.
I think what will happen, Stacy, is just what you said. He will not watch his teammates miss opportunities. He'll create some things, but he's still a team player. I think he'll get them back in the game as well.
Donald Sims blocked by Taylor. And there's Wilkerson. Oh, that's great work.
Wilkerson has been the X factor the whole ball game on defense and offense. Watch him under pressure.
Blocking foul coming up on the Gaffney Indians as Breeden tried to tightrope the far sideline.
You get the feeling, folks, and we've seen Marlboro County, as I said, a few times over the last couple of years in the Chick-fil-A or whatever. Breeden now has got the key. He's a pressure release to breaking the pressure. Can he do that and score on the other end and continue to play defense? They ask a lot of this 6'8 player. He can do it all, Dwayne and Emerson, but do you want him to have to do it all in the championship game?
Blake Foster and Daniel Mitchell back in for Gaffney as Markoff goes to his bench here with 3 minutes left in the third. Both teams have led by 10. Right now, Marlboro County by just 1. Here's Poe. Gaffney touches it out of bounds, so Marlboro County will keep the basketball. Poe's got 2 3-pointers tonight. I believe those are the only 3s we've seen. Both of them came in the first half.
They did, but he's not going to stop shooting it. I can tell you that. He's going to keep trying it. That's his game, the 3-point line.
Poe's got 74 threes on the year. Far and away the most for both clubs.
Oh, no doubt about it. And he's going to continue to shoot it tonight.
Donald Sims leads Gaffney with 57 threes on the year.
And he has not made one tonight at all.
Here's Raquel Bostic, guarded by Mitchell. Bostic with a dribble drive. The turnaround shot. Deflected up. And Gaffney's got it. Number 22 is Malcolm Long.
Subs in the game now for Gaffney.
Mitchell going inside to Long. And Long.
Oh, that's number 4 on Kassan Breeden. And I don't know. We got to take a look at that. That's number 4 on Breeden with the body. And a much smaller player, 6'2", going up against 6'8". And watch it right here with a little body contact. He might have raked him across the arm. I do believe that's number 4 on Breeden.
They caught him on the rake down right there, and again, we talked about it earlier. You know, you got to keep those hands extended. It really cost him.
There he is again, going into the paint.
Ball.
Momentum now goes to Gaffney.
That's just our second lead change of this ball game. And that is 4 personals on Kassan Breeden. He'll take a seat.
Being replaced now by Anthony David.
Blake Foster, no good from 3. And another rebound for the future Clemson Tiger, Windrick Taylor.
Taylor's made his presence felt with them broad shoulders in there. He's a well-built kid. Built more like a tight end than a wide receiver.
Yeah, Taylor will play football, not basketball at Clemson.
Exactly. He's quite an athlete, though. There's David, built a little bit like Snoop Doggy Dogg right there, number 24 from Marlboro County.
This is Poe. Poe from 3.
He's going to keep shooting until he makes it now. He's not shy at all.
And we have our third lead change.
You can't make 72 if you probably didn't shoot somewhere in the neighborhood of about 200 and maybe 210.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That number's growing as we speak.
Here's Buxton. Buxton, little fall away. Very nice.
And he hangs the hand. Got the hanging hand there.
Very crafty. He felt the double team and he fell backwards, fell away.
That's right.
And drained it.
No doubt. And that sets up pressure defense by Gaffney.
Circus shot, no good by Paul Davis. Davis getting his first action of the night.
Yeah, he traveled first.
Foster thought about the 3, but instead goes inside and long. His shot no good. And a nice job to stay in bounds by Chris Douglas.
Buxton just made a very ill-advised foul in the open court. That's probably his 3rd.
Take another look at what happened right here. Buxton got his legs taken up a little bit right here, trying to guard a smaller player, and raise his arm. He's coming out of the ball game now. He looked at Coach Mark Huff and said, I know, Coach, my bad, because he's a senior. He's been in the program long enough to know you get to sit on the bench for a play like that.
And with his 3rd foul, he just leveled the playing field a little bit for this team that had just taken advantage with having Kassan Breeden on the bench.
Offensive foul call on Marlboro County.
Illegal screen.
Was that Taylor? Oh, they got Chris Douglas, it looks like. I think Gaffney's shooting. He's shooting a 1-and-1 already, folks. 24 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Let's take a look at the Gaffney cheerleaders in black. Trying to make history, folks. Trying to get 3 in a row. Never been done before.
Everybody in Gaffney, South Carolina is at the Colonial Center tonight.
No doubt about it.
Everybody from Bennettsville, South Carolina is at the Colonial Center tonight. Gaffney and Bennettsville are both ghost towns right now.
Tumbleweed rolling down the middle of the street. That's it, tumbleweed, baby.
Here's Rodney Love at the foul line for Gaffney, just a sophomore. Very nice, very nice. Come in cold off the bench. Love did not play until the 3rd quarter, and he comes in and hits a couple of foul shots to give his club a 3-point lead in the state championship game.
I love the kids, 10th graders.
10 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Jacoby Poe, foul.
He got bailed out right there. He looked a little out of control, Dwayne.
Yeah, he forced the issue right there and got the foul call.
One of the things, though, again, putting it down right here on the replay, you can see one of the things he did, though, he dragged his defender to his hip. Once you got him there, even out of control, you're in an advantage. He got him down below the block with him behind him.
The Raven here, Poe, has really improved over the last couple of years, folks. That tells you what it is to improve from a sophomore to a senior. He stayed in the program. Coach Ken Spencer has a program, folks. They've won 6 region titles in a row in their region. Marlboro County is a program. That's when they reload.
Great job by that group for Gaffney. Daniel Mitchell, Malcolm Long, and Rodney Love helping in with some quality minutes off the bench for head coach Mark Huff. 1 of 2 at the line for Jacoby Poe.
Love is never having to say you're sorry. Fumble by the quarterback.
And there's Rendrick Taylor, who has played superbly off the bench. The energy level has gone up for Marlboro County since he came into the ball game with his rebounding and defensive presence.
He's got a good motor on him, no doubt about it. He's got a great motor on him.
Yeah, there's also an intimidating factor that goes with that, Emerson.
And we have reached the end of the third quarter. Gaffney leading Marlboro County by 2. The 4A state championship game from ETV Sports and the South Carolina Channel. Fourth quarter of the 4A state championship game here in Columbia. Emerson Phillips with Stacy Huff and Dwayne Everett. Glad to have you along with us tonight, fellas. Gaffney led by 8 at the end of the first quarter. Marlboro County led by 4 at halftime. Now it's Gaffney by 3 at the start of the fourth. Who's it going to be?
Well, this game kind of mirrors 1981 when Bennettsville was playing AC4 for the state championship before there was a Marlboro County, and the fourth quarter was a deciding factor of a game that had stars that were born and stars that were known of.
Here we go, the final 8 minutes of action, and it's Wilkerson opening with a field goal for Gaffney.
1 quarter for history. Gaffney playing against Father Time and history right now. Marlboro County trying to put their own name on that trophy for the first time since 2001.
Gaffney gunning for 3 consecutive state championships. It's never been done in 4A boys. But Jacoby Poe said, hey, I'm not done yet.
The Raven has that rifle loaded. He's getting shots up.
Here's Blake Foster. Tough shot as an air ball. Poe with a rebound. Jacoby Poe has got intensity on his face.
Donald Sims starts the fourth quarter on the bench for Gaffney, folks. They're going to need him to score in this fourth quarter if they're going to win this ball game.
Gaffney in black, Marlboro County wearing white. Here's Poe going to work on Melton. Wilkerson with another board.
Poe's leaving no bullets in the chamber, baby. He's letting it fly tonight here.
Yes, sir, buddy.
I mean, when I say.
I like that coming from a senior, though. I would never want to go home with a loss, not having given my team a chance to win.
That's right. Both star players on the bench starting this quarter. Sims and Breeden on the bench as well right now.
Here's Buxton. Oh, Philip Buxton.
Nice left-hand baseline move, baby. I like it, Buxton. Somebody give that boy a scholarship.
No hesitation whatsoever by Philip Buxton. And it's Gaffney by 3. Bostic looking for help. He'll get it to Poe. Poe lost it, but Douglas saves for Marlboro County.
With Breeden out of the lineup, where do you get points from Marlboro County? Other than Poe, where do you get points right now?
Well, you're going to have to count on Kendrick down in the paint.
Stolen away by Tate. To Wilkerson.
Nice play by Quest Tate. He's looking around, saw the big man trailing, reward the big man for running. And the man on the spot tonight has been Wilkerson.
Brilliant job by Tate to share the basketball, and Marlboro County throws it away.
2 turnovers in a row. Now the backcourt.
Gaffney beat Dutch Fork in the state title game 2 years ago. Last year, maybe the best high school basketball game I have ever seen. Gaffney defeated Lower Richland in a terrific ball game.
They did. And this one is setting up to have a similar and like finish.
Going down to the wire, here's Buxton, the lefty.
Philip Buxton is taking over the ball game, and Martin Huff is going crazy on the sideline over there. I love that name, by the way, Martin Huff. No relation.
Y'all qualified to spell it. Huh? You qualified as spelling earlier.
Exactly. H-O-U-G-H. Big moment right here. Gaffney's fans are in the building with the tomahawk chop.
Gaffney is on a roll. They've taken a 7-point lead. And now Poe will try to settle down Marlboro County.
At what point do you have to go back with your star? You've got
next dead ball. I bring Breeden in.
Anthony David put it up short.
I'd have to go right now.
And all of this has come.
Yeah, here he comes.
With Breeden on the bench, and now Breeden is up off of the Marlboro County bench. And he'll get set to check in with 4:40 to play.
Oh, a high school traveling call right there. They got Nick Melton was shuffling those feet before he made that drive. He's a quarterback. He was on a 3-step drop right there, Dwayne, before he took off with the dribble. Ball went off Breeden's leg. Ball deflected by the defender off of Breeden's leg. It's going to stay right here.
You know, I don't know why they vacated using the post player coming to the center of the floor, because in actuality, that play has stunned the pressure in the first half.
Here's Buxton. They go right back inside, and he shuffled the feet. Traveling call.
Yeah, he's saying he was pushed. He was. He actually walked twice on that play. But he has the right idea. He's attacking. He's trying to draw that foul. Watch this play.
Here's the home run pass to Breeden, and he'll lay it in.
Breeden created separation right there, just like a wide receiver.
Yeah, like Michael Irvin. They got a little shove there, but he got away with it. Breeden and Buxton. That battle's going to be interesting down the stretch, Emerson.
And the Bulldogs glad to have Breeden back in as Marlboro County cuts it to 5. Marlboro County called for a block after the drive by Nick Melton.
Nick Melton, I think he was 1 for 2 from the line early in the ball game. He was 1 for 3 in the ball game. Excuse me. You saw another look at that right there. Kind of a little slow moving over, and Melton gets a chance.
Blake Foster back in for Gaffney.
Foster's been some offensive spark for this team. He's got a couple of baskets early in the ball game. He attacks the rack as well. Is that 5? I do believe that is 5. On number 30 for Marlboro County.
So Marlboro County in all kinds of foul trouble here. Anthony David leaving with 5 personals. He is out of the ball game. And it's the leading scorer, the 4A player of the year, Kassan Breeden from Marlboro County with 4 personal fouls. He already sat down a portion of the third quarter and much of the fourth with foul trouble. And that'll be a real cause for concern for Marlboro County. Now, David stands 6 feet 7 inches tall. He's out of the ball game. Marlboro County can't afford to lose Breeden, obviously.
You're right. They still have Paul Davis, the guy who actually looks like Snoop Dogg, but he's a young player, and he's not have to wait. He don't have to wait to deal with Buxton in the paint. Well, we have a lull in the action, Emerson. I'll say hello to my daughter Naja and my son Staten out there. Hi, kids. Go to bed if you're watching.
Melton's a junior. And Melton makes 1 out of 2.
That's a big moment. He's a primary ball handler, Emerson. He's not a good free throw shooter for Gaffney. That could be big later on.
Here's Jacoby Poe from Marlboro County. Off to Antoine Wilson. Now it's Bostic and Poe once again on the near side of the floor. Ramon Lloyd, the kick out to Poe for 3. Breeden there to follow. Breeden took a shot on the wrist there. No foul called.
No, it wasn't a wrist, my man.
It wasn't a wrist.
It was the midsection. Let's take a look at it again right here. Air ball right here. Took a little shot. Right there with the hip in the lower region. How's that? That was good? I did well with that?
It was not the wrist.
It was not the wrist. That's it, exactly. Definitely not the wrist.
Here's Buxton. Buxton called for the travel.
Buxton anxious to try to draw that 5th foul on Breeden.
Gaffney by 4 in the 4A state championship game. Coming up on 3 minutes to play.
Sam's doing a great job pressuring the basketball out here. For a guy that's supposed to be a shooter, he does other things well also.
Emerson mentioned earlier about reciprocating on defense when your offense isn't working, and Sims has to be given credit for that.
They're heading down for a dramatic finish. 3 minutes to go.
Here's Antoine Wilson. Now Ramon Lloyd. Lloyd going in.
That was a charge. Oh, my bad. I said charge because it was a charge. It was called a block, though. My goodness. Let's take another look at this.
We'll take a look and see if he was set before he leaves the air.
Yeah, that was a charge. I'm sorry, I should not be criticizing the refs. That was a charge.
Well, you didn't criticize him.
Right.
You had a difference of opinion.
Right, we agreed to disagree.
I don't know, I think that's a 50-50 call.
50-50? Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, it always is.
It always is.
It always is.
It always is right. It's one or the other.
All right, last year, one of the best high school games I've ever seen. Gaffney defeated Lower Richland.
Touch pass, Rice to Reed.
Reed gives Gaffney the lead. That was A.Z. Reed. Not on the team this year. He graduated after last year.
Emerson Phillips on the call.
This was back and forth. This was a slugfest between two juggernauts, and it was Gaffney coming out on top. I've never seen a better high school game.
That was Buxton right there. Buxton came up big last year.
The level of play in that ball game was as good as I've seen it at the high school level. I'll never forget that one.
Who's the player that's down right here?
We do have a player down on the floor.
I believe it's Quiz Tate.
No.
Quiz Tate.
Marlboro County.
Oh, I apologize. Then Ramon Lloyd. I looked at the wrong 10, but I'm almost
Number
certain.
10?
Yeah, I'm almost certain it was Ramon Lloyd.
Coming up tomorrow, 6 more games on tap. We'll kick it off at 11:30 tomorrow morning with the 1A Girls Championship, and we'll close it out tomorrow night with the 3A Boys. 6 ball games, all of them live right for you here on the South Carolina channel. Tape delay broadcast and rebroadcast coming up next week here on ETV. Emerson Phillips with Stacy Huff and Dwayne Everett. Glad you're with us tonight at the Colonial Center in Columbia, South Carolina.
They seem to be working with the right arm of the player down there. You see right there how you can get your copy of the game on DVD. Game of your choice.
We got an 800 number for you to call. It's 800-553-7752. Or you can order online at etvstore.org.
The young man is up, and we're glad to see that. That's Ramon Lloyd, 5'9" senior from Marlboro County.
Give you that web address again, etvstore.org, and it's catalog number 313.
Stoppage and play was for Ramon Lloyd. He's up and back on the bench now. Looks like he's going to be okay. We're getting ready to resume play.
Fellas, I felt like the full court ball game is what helped Marlboro County kind of get back into this thing. Breeden was doing his damage in the open court. What's Marlboro County going to do in what will no doubt be a half-court game the rest of the way?
Well, actually, the half-court game is what set up the tempo of the game that changed all the turnovers. It settled Marlboro County. But now I think it's just good decisions and good shot making, and who makes their foul shots down the stretch.
You just took a look at Ken Spencer. He's 24-4 this year. I'm gonna paraphrase a quote from the movie Ray, that Jamie Foxx just won an Oscar for. He's going to let Kassaw Breeden do what it do, baby. He's going to let it do what it do, baby. And he runs the floor and handles the basketball. That's what he's going to do.
Big free throws for Chris Douglas, the 5'9" junior. And that cuts the Gaffney lead to 2. Here's Buxton guarded by Breeden. Offensive foul call. Buxton leaned into Breeden, and you got to allow the defender his space on the floor.
Kassaw Breeden just looked at me and winked when he walked down the court. I know the young man been on it for a while. He looked at me and gave me a wink with the left eye walking down the court. He knew that was an act, and he got away with one right there too, Emerson, I can believe.
I don't know on the
I don't know.
I thought
it was a good call.
It was bang bang.
Yeah, I agree.
Extending the forearm get you.
Now Breeden fouled by Philip Wilkerson.
Another wink. He's having a good time. No pressure. Take another look at it right here on the baseline. His foot was out of bounds as the block was called.
Breeden checking with the official here. Checking with our official Gene Simmons to verify that it is a 1-1, and it is.
Yes, he is. Breeden, a lot of personality out there. He's giving us a couple of winks here, folks. He thinks it's his time.
Yeah, he just gave me one. I used to work with him when he was a couple years younger, and gave me a hug coming in the arena, and he said, I'm going to get this one. I wanted to leave it to this point to see if we could, but we're going to talk about it because I know that's what the third win was about.
There's no doubt about it.
This foul shot, if it is good, will give us our first tie of the ball game. 2:37 to play.
You can't beat it. We're setting up for one of those Maalox moments.
And there's Rendrick Taylor, the future Clemson Tiger, back into the ball game. He'll play football for Coach Bobby Bowden next year. Tommy Bowden, beg your pardon.
That's okay. I get them Bowden boys confused. Tie ball game.
We're back where we started, Emerson.
2:33 for the state championship in 4A. Here's Donald Sims, the leading scorer for Gaffney High School.
And bye-bye to Cy Breeden.
That'll be 5 on Breeden.
And he knew it, too, immediately. They'll play the last 2:21 without him.
Boy, that's a tough break for the Bulldogs. Their feet got tangled up. Check the replay.
And he's walking off toward the bench already, right there. That's one of those plays. And look at Gaffney fans. They're delighted because they know Breeden has been putting a dagger in them all night. Look at the young man on his way to Florida State. 4A Player of the Year. What a great career he's had.
Better than 20 points a ball game, 12 rebounds a game for Kassan Breeden.
The referees are standing there. He's on his court as long as he can. They get 30 seconds to get a replacement, and they're taking it all the time.
And Breeden will have to watch the rest of this one from the Marlboro County bench. The Bulldogs bring in Raquel Bostic. Bostic's a 6'3 senior. And there's Breeden.
He's emotional, hands covering his face. Gotta hurt for this young man right now. He can do nothing about it. 2:21 to play. We'll see how much his teammates can do without it.
Two-shot foul.
But that rim gets small with 2:21 left in the ballgame.
We got to point out, as Melton checks back in for Blake Foster, Marlboro County is in the single bonus. They're going to shoot 1-1 on the next 2 fouls. Gaffney is already in the double bonus. They'll shoot 2 the rest of the way.
That's going to be big.
On every foul. And that gives Gaffney the lead.
Here comes pressure defense. Breeden was the best player at breaking the pressure for Marlboro County. Can the backcourt save the day for the Bulldogs?
Antoine Wilson, 6'2 junior guard, handling the show here, and he turns it over. Tate with a steal. Now it's Sims. Melton gets it back to Tate.
Look for Buxton in the paint.
Sims, head fake, long 2, no sir. Oh, Wilkerson!
The man on the spot all night. Wilkerson, it's your night, baby.
Wilkerson uncontested for the follow.
Gaffney is in the lead without their leading scorer having a good night at all. That's a mark of a good team and a deep team. He'll take another look at the play.
Wilkerson has been a nemesis all night on the offensive glass, and off the Sims miss, he's already coming to the glass like a Dennis Rodman to finish strong.
What a ball game. Julius Wilkerson got to be the unsung hero for Gaffney High School this year. 9 points a game, 7 boards a ball game. He's got to be in double-digit rebounds tonight.
Those 9 points come off the 9 points come off the 7 rebounds, Emerson. You see the way he plays his game.
The Gaffney lead is 3.
Look at the fans.
And the hunt for Gaffney is also 3. They're trying to win 3 in a row, first team ever, if they can do it.
Threes are wild. History in the making, part 3, going for the 3-peat, Dwayne.
Wilkerson has just in the second half, has 12 points in the second half. Excuse me, 13 points with the free throw knockdown. So he's got 13 points this half. He's probably close to 20 points tonight, guys.
You never know who's going to be a hero on championship weekend. You mentioned it earlier, Dwayne. You never know who's going to step up, especially in the fourth quarter with everything on the line. And so far, it's Wilkerson's night.
Now the Gaffney crowd becoming a factor in this ball game. 1:47 to play. Length of the floor to travel from Marlboro County. And it'll be Chris Douglas to put it in. He gets it into Poe.
Pressure from the guard. The Marlboro County guards have to step up right now.
look for Poe to take the big shot here coming up.
Here's Poe.
Gaffney knows he's the only real offensive threat on the floor right now.
Got to get a good shot here if you're Marlboro County. Don't need to settle for three yet.
No. Way too early for that.
Here's Chris Douglas, guarded by Tate. Now it's Bostic over to Poe. Back to Bostic.
Nick Melton doing a great job on Jacoby Poe.
1:10 left. Gaffney by 3. Lloyd fouled as he went to the rack.
Great defense by Sims, except for the reach in. He had him. Player looked a little out of control, Dwayne. Sims reached in and made the foul. Now these free throws are going to be big. Take another look at it. Crossover dribble. Sims is in good position. Just reached the arm down. Had Wilkerson coming over to help also.
What he's got to remember is that, just like Stacy, he has Wilkerson, he's got Buxton. Turn him, make him make a lot of effort. He's not that big, and let him throw up a prayer that possibly they will defend.
That's right. If you got Buxton in there, you got to funnel people to the big guy. You don't have to reach on a play like that, but he did it. 2-point game right now.
Making a 1-point game. 52-51, the Indians. Great defense by Taylor. And Nick Melton takes it back. Tate's got it, and the Gaffney bench got the timeout call. Very alert.
Melton's down. He's hurt. Great call. The bench called the timeout. The entire coaching staff was up because they looked out of order, and Nick Melton went down hard. I think his legs got caught up under him.
Well, it was Taylor who came up with the steal initially, but Gaffney takes it back. That is superb D.
Watch Melton here as he reaches down to get the basketball. Looks like, right here, watch how he falls back awkwardly on his legs right here. Somebody landed on his leg, it looks like.
Key right there is possession. A lot of timeouts within these ball games. 4 on one end, 1 on this side. Possession is more important than anything in a 1-point ball game, less than a minute to go. That would be a key play right here.
Is that a tooth? They picked something off the floor. Is that a contact or a tooth? For Nick Melton. Coach Mark Huff has something in his hand. I hate to speculate like that, but they're checking on him.
Nick Melton remains down for Gaffney.
Starting quarterback of the football team.
Quarterback of the football team, an outstanding student as well. He really embodies all that is a student athlete at the high school level.
No question. He's shown that he's definitely a leader all night. He's played.
So while Melton receives medical attention for the Gaffney High School Indians, we'll take a timeout. It's a 1-point Gaffney lead. Just 54 seconds to play. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Sims with a finger roll, and it's Bostic with a huge rebound. Melton's a little bit woozy, but he left the court on his own 2 feet. 35 seconds to play for the state title. Marlboro County trails by 1. Jacoby Poe, and Ken Spencer gets the timeout call from the Marlboro County bench. Time to set it up and draw up the potential game-winning shot.
The crowd is into it. Good timeout by Marlboro County. Deshaun Williams leading cheers on the sideline. Look at the fans. Strategy.
Daggum, fellas, a whole season comes down to 27 seconds in a 1-point ball game. Dwayne, tell us a little bit about strategy.
Right at this point, you don't have any size. You have a team that it definitely is going to give you a lot of pressure out front, but they're going to be prepared on the penetration to defend. So what you want to do, you want to come out of the short corner with something that gets your shorter post player possibly a nice little shot off the penetration move through the middle. If not, you kick it out to the guy who can knock it down with all the threes, Jacoby Pope.
Both big men have fouled out for Marlboro County. David and Breeden are gone. I would think it's got to be Jacoby Pope.
It has to, but there's a surprise element. Short corner, post players can make the little chippy off the glass. Don't rule out Kendrick Taylor.
Watch Rendrick Taylor. Watch Rendrick. Yeah.
All right, Poe wears number 22. He's got 75 threes on the year. This is Ramon Lloyd. Taylor rejected by Buxton. And a foul on Marlboro County. Still not over.
No.
Buxton blocked the shot.
Buxton saved another block for the end of the game. Look at this again. Great penetration, good defense. He didn't put his hands down, didn't jump away. Reggie Taylor missed it, and right there, Buxton, clean block, and he puts his hands up. He knew that was big. Buxton, once again, controlling the paint when it matters. So that's how he starts the game. That's how he possibly ends the game.
But this game is still not over. Now, even if he makes both, a three-pointer will tie.
Exactly.
So here we go. Quez Tate.
Nervous, very nervous shot here. Very tight on that free throw. This is tough, folks. This is not easy. A junior, first-year starter, Quez Tate. He gets the rebound. He gets his own rebound. Blake Foster wanted to be fouled. That's a difference. Number 23 wanted to be fouled.
Quez Tate followed his own miss and kept possession for Gaffney. Now they're going to get two more shots with Blake Foster at the line.
What did we say at the beginning of the ball game? The rebounding of the guards for Gaffney was big early in the ball game. Emerson. And once again, at 5'9", the smallest player on the floor, Quez Tate got his own rebound. That may have won the ball game for Gaffney.
So here's Foster.
He wanted to be fouled. He's much more comfortable on the free throw line. He held the ball to be fouled. That's a difference.
Now, preparedness right here, if you'll notice, look down on the block, how the players are not prepared to box out. That's how that just happened before, because they were not prepared. They've not muscled up. They can be pinched in.
That was huge.
Wilkerson almost got that rebound.
Poe's got it from Marlboro County. A two will tie it. Here's Bostic for the win. No!
1.2 left, and Sims has the basketball. I don't know if he go for a three right there. Dwayne, maybe a timeout and run a play.
Once you get the ball across half court, I may have called a timeout.
I hate to second guess right there because it's under for the moment, but
right. I think once I get it across half court and realize I have no advantage.
Look at Buxton and Sims, the seniors. They were at the press conference Wednesday, Dwayne and Emerson. They said they want to prove they can win this thing again without AZ Reed and Sidney Rice, who've moved on to college sports. And the two seniors hug.
And Emerson, I guess it takes you to really set this up, but this is history.
It's not quite been done just yet, but if Gaffney hangs on, history will have been made tonight. You've made it with us.
Look at Coach Ken Spencer. You gotta hope this misses. Folks, if this is not three in a row, we're gonna have the best finish ever in the Colonial Center. If this is not three in a row for Gaffney.
1.2 seconds left. Marlboro County will have the basketball.
The newspapers are out. Look at the stand. The newspapers are out. Excuse me, Emerson.
And the newspaper headline reads Histo 3.
Histo 3.
But it's not over yet.
Look at the screen. Get the papers. Histo 3.
Read all about it.
If you're Ken Spencer, Dwayne, you got the length of the floor to go here. So I'm thinking you got to be trying to get a pass up near mid-court, and you got time for maybe one dribble with 1.2 seconds.
Not a dribble and a shot, though probably not with the amount of pressure you got you probably have time to catch a ball, turn, and shoot.
If you leap to catch the ball, you're not going to get a shot off. It's that serious.
It's really tough.
Bostic will put it in. He can run the baseline. Looking for help. There it is, Chris Douglas. No good. And the Gaffney Indians have won the state championship. The Gaffney Indians make history. The first 4A school ever to win 3 straight state championships in South Carolina.
You saw it right here on ETV in the South Carolina channel. History in the making. Part 3 is complete, folks. An instant ETV classic.
What a ball game. The Gaffney High School Indians have done it again. 2 years ago, they knocked off Dutch Fork on this very floor. Last year, it was LR. And tonight, Gaffney takes care of Marlboro County in a 3-point thriller. For Dwayne Everett and Stacy Huff,
so long.
My name is Emerson Phillips. For our entire ETV Sports crew, good night, everybody.